G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. Today in this video I will be travelling on a V-Line N class in first class from Gisborne to Bendigo. If you would like to do this for yourself, I have made a tutorial and it will be at the end of this video. Without further ado, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the video. Okay, so we are in the first class carriage. The first class carriage and the economy carriages are very spacious, and the seats are so much more comfortable than the V-Line Velocities. You actually have a lot of support sitting in this seat. I could definitely sit in these going to Swan Hill. You have plenty of leg room. You don't have this amount of leg room in economy. There is a recliner under the seat, however you do have to bend down and actually pull it out with your hand instead of your foot, so that's a little bit annoying, and it's also more comfortable without this, so I don't find this a very helpful feature. Get it? We got a net on the back to put some papers behind or anything, just like an aircraft. And we've also got a beautiful table, and I love the clicky sound. Pull the table down. The table itself is nice. It has a coffee holder on the right and a drink bottle holder on the left. However, it does actually sit on your lap, so it does make it a little bit uncomfortable. I got a kick out from the kiosk, as I always do on these trains. Passing Castlemaine, also saw J549 getting ready for a trip to Malden. Here is the locomotive at the front of the train, which is pulling us. You can't really see much of the coupling or anything, but I did my best to show you what I could. That's pretty cool to be able to stand behind the loco while travelling. We also have the brake pressure gauge for the N&Z cars, which is cool to see inside a train. You don't normally see it unless you're in the cab these days. Once you get to Bendigo, if you want, you can wait for the 401 service, which is also a N class, and get it back to Gisborne or even Melbourne. If there's anyone watching this video who would like to get a V-Line N class in first class or economy, you can use the V-Line app Journey Planner, or even on the V-Line website, vline.com.au. On the website, click on timetables and plan a journey. On the app, tap on these three lines at the top left corner, go down to Journey Planner. This will pop up and you can enter where you're traveling from and your destination, and then get the date you're going and it will tell you. So let's put in the 11th of August, and from Gisborne to Bendigo, hit search. And we can scroll down until we see this 837 here. You can tell it's an N class first off because of it's the only train on the line that would have buffets in it. And you can also look at the picture and see it's an N class. You can tap on that. If you're travelling only between Gisborne and Bendigo, or between Melbourne and Bendigo, you can use your Myki in economy. If you'd like to travel this distance in first class, you will have to go to a staffed V-Line station and get them to book you the ticket. Or if you are travelling to Swan Hill, because this is actually the Swan Hill train from Melbourne, you'll be able to book online if you're travelling further than Bendigo. If you're only travelling between Melbourne and Bendigo, you won't be able to book a ticket online because it's within the Myki zone. So if you're happy travelling in economy, which is very nice, I have travelled in economy and it's also very nice. If you're going from Melbourne to Bendigo, the front three carriages are unreserved and the last two are reserved. If you're travelling from Bendigo to Melbourne, the last three carriages are unreserved and the first two are reserved. I hope this is helpful. to find the 401 train, you just do the same thing as this, just the other way around. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.